Hello, Western Civ 104. We are on week 15, and this is really the last of your. We're essentially done with the class after this work, and then you have the final, and the final is going to be kind of in the same vein as the exams. If you've made it this far and you've been keeping up with the work, you are pretty much in a safe place. Just put it that way. We'll talk about the exam later. So for now, just to say, here we are. I want to suggest something as we're kind of sliding into finishing up this semester. Some of you are going to look into the grade book, and you're going to see assignments there that you don't recall ever doing, and you're going to see that you didn't do the work, and it's because you weren't ever required to do them. Canvas, there's certain things I like about Canvas. I need to, maybe if I just took the time and called and actually tried to figure this out. Every time I switch, change a class to the next semester, I bring over the shell into the next semester. Sometimes I have like a late start or something, and I have to rearrange the assignments. Well, what ends up happening is that Canvas, it's like, it's the history archive of my class life, and it doesn't seem to go away. So all of my assignments that I've had for this class in the shell just get brought into the gradebook section, and it's a disaster if you look at it. But it doesn't actually mean anything if you don't mess with it. So what I just want to suggest that you do is go over and make sure that you actually have completed all the assignments. And this is what I mean. Every once in a while, and I'm going to be double checking as well. For some reason, also, this other glitch. Canvas is supposed to tell me it's if you didn't do your work or not, and I give you a 0 or I give you a grade, right? Every once in a while, it just seems that a person's assignment, they didn't do the work, and it just didn't get popped up on the screen for me, and so I don't have a 0 or a grade in it. And what that does is Canvas treats it basically as an A. I mean, long story short, if I see that in there, I have to fix the grade book, and if there's no assignment in there, of course, and we didn't agree to any late work, I put a 0, and then your grade will drop. So feel free to look at your grade book, but make sure that it's only the assignments that I required in your module. If you want to look at that, you should be fine anyway. And especially if you have a strong A, I wouldn't even worry about it too much either way. Okay. And usually what I'll do, if I notice that one particular student for some reason has a lot of assignments that never got graded, and it actually drops your grade from, like, let's say an A to a B or a B to a C, I immediately contact that student. That actually hasn't happened, but that's really the only time you don't want to worry if it's like it's going to drop significantly. But you should be fine on that. So I just want to kind of let you know, and don't freak out if you see all these assignments and you say, what were these? Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's my whole point. Now, you might have noticed that the video that was on the recap of the Western Civ class was, well, it's not me in the now. So that was something that I recorded in my apartment that I miss with all my books and art that I no longer have. I have some of the books in storage, but that was just my room there. I had so many things. But by getting rid of a lot of them, most of them, here I am able to travel, right? My friend's apartment for now. And so, yeah. So I hope that you, it helps you actually think more about what you learned in this class in terms of the actual political implications. I mean, just keep in mind, I hope that some of you watched it. It's a bummer to watch, actually, but it's about the blackface Christmas where here in the Netherlands, where Santa Claus has a black servant and this white person that puts black makeup on with red lips. It's really disturbing, and I showed you guys a documentary clip, and now I'm in the middle of Christmas season and I'm seeing it. And it's just, you realize this whole the racial issue, the racism and the problems of Western civilization had. I mean, the very notion of Santa getting a black helper only happened in the 19th century when there was rampant slavery and things like that happening in the Dutch colonies, though not here. So Santa didn't always have this. This came out of this context, and now it's a big controversy here. It should be more of a controversy within the Netherlands about, like, is this okay? I mean, for me as an American, seeing blackface and knowing what that means, and it's just really obvious to me. But I go down to the cheese guy, which is right downstairs, a 30-second walk, and he's got a big blackface caricature with big lips and red lips and of Black Pete on the door going in the cheese thing, and I'm like, oh man. And then there's this bar, this pub that I like to go to, and I was going to go get a meal the other day, and there's all these white people with blackface, like, greeting people, and I said, nah, I ain't going. It's weird. But it really, I think, kind of symbolizes something that we've discussed in this class. I'm living in one of the most amazing cities. This was the best blessing. It's going to come to an end for me soon because I've used up almost all my Europe time. Here I am in Leiden. Today I went to Haarlem as in the Netherlands. And I'm like, man, this place is so nice, and the people are really nice, and it's peaceful. But, the racial thing. And a lot of the wealth that was developed here, what context, right? You saw some of the context of the neighbor of this place with the Belgium. I just was there as well. So I don't know. There's a lot to reflect upon these days when it comes to the topic of the Western legacy. And so I hope that you enjoy this and find this productive. And I hope what you actually also realize, no matter what politics that you're going to have, is that being informed is going to just make you have a better set of ideas, and at least it'll create a better discussion. I'll reiterate that point again on our last week in this class. But I hope you guys are all having a great week so far, and email me if you need anything. We'll be in touch, and you can see the cat's coming down to get some attention from me. So anyways, I'm going to go deal with that. All right, take care. Bye.